360. CNN weeknights at 8 and 10 Eastern.
Gary Tuckman, who's in Rockport, Texas tonight, trying to get answers from the judge and reaction from the community. Gary?
Well, Anderson, this is the courthouse where Judge William Adams works. He hasn't been here all day. It appears he's out of town while this is all percolating, but he has come out with his story. And we should tell you that the story that he's come out with in the form of a written statement from his attorney does not apologize whatsoever for whipping his child like a jockey would whip a racehorse. Instead, he heavily criticizes his daughter. This is what the lawyer's statement says in part. Let me read it to you. Just prior to the YouTube upload, a concerned father shared with his 23-year-old daughter that he was unwilling to continue to work hard and be a primary source of financial support if she was going to simply drop out and strive to achieve no more in life than to work part-time at a video game store. Hillary warned her father if he reduced her financial support and took away her Mercedes automobile, which her father had provided, he would live to regret it. The post was then uploaded. And the statement continues, perhaps Hillary Adams should explain why she insisted on living with her father and not her mother from the time of her parents' divorce until she moved out on her own. Now, you may be wondering, when will this man Adams be criminally charged? Well, the answer is, it's most likely he will never be criminally charged. That's because police here in Rockport say they have very strong evidence with this video of a crime called injury to a child, which is a felony, many years in jail, but there's a big problem. There's a 5-year statute of limitations on that crime. The crime happened 7 years ago, so as of now, it does not look like the judge could be criminally charged. Now, we spent some time by his house today. It's 10 minutes away from this courthouse. He wasn't home, as we said. His neighbors in the area, the ones we talked to, said he seems like a nice guy. They didn't seem to know him very well. Inside the courthouse, his courtroom is empty. His nameplate still sits on the stand. It will stay empty until a visiting judge comes here Monday for the next 2 weeks to take his place. Now, we talked to two people who know Adams very well inside this courthouse. The county attorney who argues cases before the judge, also the county administrator, known here in Texas as the county judge, who works with the judge, and here's what they had to say about this shocking situation.
By and large, what recommendations this office made, he would accept. Was he stern in the courtroom? Could he become upset if things weren't done appropriately, or he felt like lawyers were not properly prepared? Sure.
In my observation, he was very fair and very honest judge. You can hear rumors about any judge. Judges don't make people happy most of the time. And you hear of him berating people in the courtroom, but I never witnessed that.
When you talk about hearing him berating people, what had you heard from people?
Just that he has an anger management problem, I guess.
It should be noted that we could find no one inside this courthouse who wants to see Judge Adams come back to the bench. Anderson?
Nobody who wants to see him come back to the bench, you said?
No, and that's an understatement. There's nobody in that building. They're being very careful with saying we don't want him back, but they're also not saying they do want him back, and that should be noted.
Interesting. Gary, appreciate it.